Hey, look at there. You see him? Well, open your damn eyes then. It's the old-timey down-home country Red State Update podcast and them. Coming to you from a bunker underneath Jockey's Market in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And now, here they are, both of them.
Hey, everybody, it's Jackie Bros.
Hey, Jackie, where you been, man? This is Dunlap.
Well, I've been,
I ain't seen hide nor hair of you.
well, not if you're here, I'm...
Well, where else would I be? Things are popping off here.
Well, I know everybody seems to like to be busy, which is good. In the long run for me, it's good.
How so?
Well, me and Pecky Stein, he currently the owner of Pinky Piglets here.
Folks, if you're just joining us, we're doing this podcast down in the basement of Pinky Piglet Styron's market store here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. My name's Dunlap the Man. This is Jackie Brawls the...
Wow. The what? What was it going to be?
I'm just leave it to people's imaginations.
Well, my name's Jackie Bros.
I
Ain't
think
no
we've
duh.
moved beyond jokes at this point. I think now we can just... Do you really need a punchline there?
I never knew it was telling jokes. I
think we've moved beyond comedy in this day. I've left comedy to the alt-right, their so-called jokes and racist puns. I've moved past it. If they feel the need to make people squirm and uncomfortable and afraid, and they call that comedy, that I'm there back here in the old days of what comedy used to be. I'm way over here.
Where is that? What?
I punched up so high, I wound up. You can't even. It's really hard to see me.
What? Jackie Bros. It's not the to it. It's just Jackie Bros.
So if you're tuning in to hear some good comedy or jokes, you might as well forget it.
Well, no, it ain't on here. It's just
No,
talking.
This is two friends.
Well,
I'm way up here, and this is my best buddy, Jackie Bros.
yeah, that's nice you say.
Who
but
I
don't
ain't
know.
seen in a long time.
Well, you don't. I've been at
he's
home.
been banned from Murfreesboro's most popular attraction,
Banned.
Pinky Piglet Styron's Market.
No, I'm not banned from it. I'm here in the bar. I just can't go upstairs, be around food.
Well, we had to sneak you in a disguise again.
Well, I can't be around the kitchen and the food because I was ill a couple weeks back. Had to go to the hospital. Burnt my gullet, whatnot. But sick leave is sick leave. And I said, well, I didn't have no disease. Not like I had a cold or something like that. Infection. No way. She said, no, if you was in the hospital, you're liable to get something from like that. So I was, well, that's true. But as far as I know, I'm feeling fine. But I'm on sick leave. I can't return now. I'm not getting paid sick leave. The 2 days I was in the hospital, he said they gave me, like part-time pay for that. But since then, it's just a lot of ramifications to it right now, and I can't be around food at the moment, so I'm at home.
You weren't really making a livable wage to begin
Well,
with.
you make what you make. I ain't skilled. I didn't have a lot of schooling. I know how to run
I don't want to take up for you, but you did run a store for like
Well,
700 years.
Not that long, hell, but I know how to. I know how to do. Work cash registers, stock shelves, make barbecue. There's things I know how to do, and that's what it is. I didn't go to school to learn nothing else. I just learned that on my own. So that's about all I know. So you take whatever you can get, and someday I'll be doing it again. You wait and see.
You still think, even though he's banned you from this store,
That's not a ban. There's a amount of time, a legal amount of time when you leave and you go to the hospital. If you've been in the hospital,
I don't think
you
that's...
can't walk right out of the hospital, right into, kitchen.
No, because they got
food.
a liability. They got to put you in a wheelchair and wheel you out.
Well, that's true. They do that, but also you can't, where they wheel you and then you get up and walk. You can't walk in a store or be around food products or be around cooking or something like that.
where are you getting this information?
Now, Pinky Stein, he's a lawyer. Now, he's not a Nashville lawyer, but he's a lawyer, and I got every reason to believe it. There's a lot. It's just, I don't know why we even talk about all this, because it don't make any sense to begin with.
No.
Nobody gives a damn. So
Yeah.
I don't know why it's going down the list of where I work, and
Well, you don't really work here anymore.
Well, no, I
it's
work
a store
here, but
that you owned. You were. Listen, folks, if you want to really go back to the golden oldies, Jackie was bequeathed
bequeathed. What?
this store from.
It's
I told you
curse. It's curse. That's what I'm trying to get that.
No, he was given his old best friend, Jockey,
No friend of mine.
passed away, ate up with cancer. He left this store to Jackie because Jackie passed the test.
That shows him right.
When Jackie fucked up and
Hey,
lost his own
watch your
store
mouth.
due to his own inadequacies.
Oh, I was doing another job at the time. Mayor here.
He had to have that money to help his wife, who's real sick.
Well, yeah, she had a stroke.
And then he got a job here working for his best friend, Jockey,
No.
who tortured him day
Not
in
my
and day
best
out.
friend. Yeah, what kind of best friend is that does
One
treats him
who's
that way? No.
Testing you because he knew he was eat up with the cancer and that when he passed away, he was going to leave Jockey's market.
That's just deceitful, mean, and spiteful. I'm gonna test somebody. Test me. He got what he deserves. You treat somebody like that, and you live awful, and you die awful. He had cancer. All he would eat up with.
You sound like Mitch McConnell.
Who?
I mean, you don't literally sound like him because Mitch McConnell has that funny voice.
Oh, not Mitch McConnell. Don't even excuse my language. You say that name, that's what I say comes after it. But I'm temporarily on sick leave. That's all it
Jackie's
is.
lawyer is screwing him out of this store.
No.
But I think it's okay because he's doing a pretty good job of running it.
Well, these days things are going real well here at Pinky. And for me, that means eventually, at some point, these things are going good for me, too. I just can't be here at the moment while I'm sick.
And when are you going to take ownership of this store again?
Well, there's certain things that have to be done legally that I'm not, again, that's above my pay grade. I don't know. You could sit there and show me all the lawyering books, and I ain't going to understand any of it. But Pinky Steiner knows, and we got it worked out. In order for me to get the store back, it has to go through some changes, and then it comes back to me somehow. Right now, it ain't mine. Right now, I can't even set foot in it. I can be down here, but of course, we.
But that's just because we have to disguise.
Well, just put. So probably. Who do you think you down here with? Who do you tell him?
He knows. He sort of It's a looking the other way thing because he knows you're gonna talk about his store as a sponsor.
Well, yeah.
We dressed Jackie up like Dr. Moreau to get him down there.
Well, that's what they want to put all this rags or whatever you want to call it all over me. But. If that's what it is, it ain't no different because I was dressed up like a cowboy a few weeks back, whatever it is. But right now, I just wear this to get on down here and then take it off again. But right now, up there, that's a sponsor. Let me get into that now because it is a sponsor. This is something else, and I can't wait to come back. I've been sick, and now part of the reason I was in the hospital had to do with the store transitioning. In this direction is a way I guess you'd best put it because it was Captain Jack's fish racetrack for a while, and now he had the idea to do that. The fella, he's the boy back in, running Tom Cruise cocktail, and he had cocktail bologna was his idea, and I was supposed to learn how to flip it and shake it and twist it and all that, whatever it is, doing that. That Tom Cruise does with the bottles instead of bologna.
Not bottles, but bologna.
Yeah, not. He was a bartender, is what it was.
He did it with bottles.
It was in Hawaii somewhere. It went there on Hawaii.
I think it was in Hawaii. It was like one of them special episodes of a sitcom where the Brady Bunch or whoever goes to Hawaii.
And what the old Beach Boys songs are playing or something.
About it. Yeah, that song, Hawaii Lovin' or what.
I don't know. I don't like that stuff. But anyway,
Jackie hates the Beach Boys.
Well, I don't like them.
Jackie, let me ask you a question. I don't want to derail this sponsor segment.
Well, I got to do my sponsor.
An important question. I'll put it out to the listeners at home as well, or in their car. wherever they are at the bank.
Bank.
If you had a choice for president between Donald Trump of the United States of America and Mike Love of the popular musical group the Beach Boys, which would you pick? Mike Love is a real asshole.
And what's the difference in?
There's not much of one.
Well,
you know what? Mike Love can at least, play a song.
he can sing or something,
Yeah.
I guess, can he? Yeah.
I don't know what does Mike Love do?
Hell, I don't know. What is he? The Beach Boys? What
he
is
was
he?
in the Beach Boys, but I don't know. I guess this is singer, right? I think he's
One of them's crazy. Isn't one of them crazy?
Yeah.
There's a crazy one and there's a mean one. That's all I know.
Donald Trump looks like crazy one, but it acts like mean one, and also a crazy
Yeah.
one.
Well, he's a whole Beach Boy round up in one. Of course,
Except without any talent.
can't sing. Yeah, he
No,
can't do
cannot
nothing.
sing.
He got. I don't know what he does. What kind of talent? I don't know.
You put him in a sandbox, he'd just be like, the sand is the best sand. I told you, no jokes on this one. We are moving beyond. We are beyond satire. We are beyond comedy. We are past laughter.
All right, whatever that is. Well, upstate, if you like a Beach Boy or something, that's something I ain't too crazy about because I heard they were playing some up there earlier. Up there, because I couldn't do this. I burnt my mouth. I was trying to learn. He wanted me to learn. He forced me. He put on Beach Boy song. He made me wear Hawaiian shirt or whatever it was.
I put lays on you.
Well, whatever it was, that's whatever the gimmicks, whatever you want to call it. I don't know, but I was trying to flip that bologna, and
you looked a little bit like Dennis Wilson, like old Dennis Wilson is what you look like up there.
Who's he?
Just one of the hippie ones.
Hippie? I ain't look like no damn hip. Maybe with the flowers on.
With the Hawaiian shirt.
Whatever.
Let me tell you, with a Hawaiian shirt and a lay on, and he made you wear that hat that had 2 beer cans on either side and a straw going in your mouth like you was having a fun time. You look like a damn old hippie that opened up a barbecue food truck and went around toured with Jimmy Buffett or something.
Wearing all that stuff, half of it was for protection or whatever, because a hot piece of bologna coming down at you after you flop it up in the air, it catch it. I was unfortunate because one of them just went straight down in my mouth because it was all greased up and the bologna just hit it right way, went down, burnt my throat. I tore my throat up. It was awful. I couldn't talk. I couldn't do nothing, and I had to go to the hospital. But
put tongue bandages on him.
Whatever it was, they did. Wasn't much they could do with me but give me stuff for hurting, and then put me to sleep.
Remember that old Jerry Clower story about the dogs eat the boiled okra? It's like that, only if one of the dogs' mouth got hurt.
It's not. It's
It
not as
wouldn't be
funny,
no.
But if you pass comedy, maybe a dog getting his mouth hurt.
Well, that's what I've left behind with the alt-right and their Pepe the Frogs and their National Lampoons. Yeah. I've gone beyond. I'm ahead of that.
It's a hurt dog.
Past it.
Yeah.
Hurt dog, that'll get you twittered.
Well, I was hurt. There ain't no dog, but I was in the hospital, whatnot. Now, he's got people up there, evidently some girls in hula, what do you call it, hula skirts or what that, all that Hawaiian stuff, whatever it is. He built something that looked like a waterfall back there, and these women, I guess, these girls, from what I hear now, I hadn't seen it because I was in the hospital, and I ain't allowed to go back in there just yet. But people seem to love it. People lined up for cocktail bologna. They seem to think it's great. The women know how to flip that bologna this way and back behind the back and then in the front and catch it and, get it over and then serve it to you. It's delicious, fried bologna. And this is what they're saying now, and I hadn't had this because I was just using, Oscar Mayer regular bologna. From now on, and this makes sense. Maybe that's why people are coming out outside of watching, people do tricks. It's gourmet, what they call it, gourmet bologna. And that's all they serve there is the best, is what it's supposed to say.
The best in bologna.
Best in bologna, cocktail bologna. Now, they still will, if you like, your brines or your bar S bologna, or, if you like some of that.
Ugh.
Well,
I ain't going to put no bar ass.
Bologna is bologna. People pay more money for one bologna over another. That don't make a damn bit of sense, but it ain't my business. It ain't.
Gourmet bologna is better than bar ass.
Well, I hadn't had it. Try it. Trust me, after you get your mouth burnt out with cheap bologna, you don't want any kind of bologna. No matter how much it costs in your mouth. If you throat's all messed up from it. Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought some of that cold bologna was a sad.
Well, it would be, yeah.
If you could stand it.
Well, Bar S is just as good as any other bologna.
Well,
it's cold.
you know what Pinky Styron calls Bar S up there? He calls it bare ass bologna.
What? That don't. Anyway, Bar S and Brian, if you have some of that and it ain't Gourmet or whatever brand it is, you can bring it down here and they'll flip it for you, but you can't buy it here. You have to bring your own, and those girls will flip that bologna
They'll
just right.
They'll make fun of you, though. They'll call it bare ass bologna.
Well, I guess he will. I don't know if girls are up there talking that way.
He makes them do it, too.
Well, so cocktail bologna, come on.
He likes them sassy.
Come on down here, watch them girls, and it's a special this weekend. And you won't come down for this. Everybody likes this. Everybody likes Tom Cruise, big movie star. And if you're around Murfreesboro, we ain't got Tom Cruise, but we got the next best thing, and that's Tom Cruise Kenny. Everybody knows Tom Cruise Kenny. Tom Cruise.
Just like Tom Cruise.
He looked just like him. Now, he's been the look-alike thing like a bank. He opened up a bank one time and a new Piggly Wiggly or something. But everybody just flocks up Tom Cruise Kenny. They want to get a picture with him and all that. And he'll be up there this weekend, Friday through Sunday. He'll be up there. If you go to church, come by and get you a picture with old Tom Cruise Kenny, because he looked just like him. He looked like it before he got his teeth fixed or whatever.
Yeah, before the dental surgery. He looks like old fucked up mouth Tom Cruise.
Well, don't say it that way, but bad teeth. When he was a boy. But this is like old Tom Cruise with little boy Tom Cruise mouth is what it looks like. But it looked just like him, early Tom Cruise when his teeth messed up. And as Tom Cruise Kenny come down now, he ain't flipping the bologna and everything like in the movie. You just get your picture with him. That's all he's there for.
No, he says he can't afford. If some of that bologna got in his little Tom Cruise boy mouth, he said that's his calling card now.
Well, that's his business. You got to be careful with that.
People say, why don't you get your teeth fixed like Tom Cruise? He said, how much money you think a Tom Cruise impersonator makes in Murfreesboro, Tennessee?
Yeah.
But now people don't say that because they like him having it messed up.
Well, that's because you remember when he was in movies, what was the football movie he was in, the little boy Tom Cruise? And he was in a movie of the 50s where he's all those little Tom Cruise, messed up mouth Tom Cruise, teeth messed up.
And some people like to remember that.
Well, yeah, he was just as good then. I like those movies better than anything he does now, whatever it is he's
Mummy?
in. Mummy, hell. Well, you might as well have messed up. What does it matter what your teeth look like in a damn mummy? But
one of them hula girls, she auditioned for Cirque du Soleil.
What? She auditioned for what? What is it?
Cirque du Soleil. Them
circus
grass skirts they're wearing, though, they're having a problem because they keep smoldering. It's that same thing with that up there. Things just keep catching on fire. And it's almost like spontaneous combustion. So they're trying to keep. So they got somebody. It ain't Tom Cruise Kenny, but it's somebody else on standby with a fire extinguisher and a hose.
There's precautions, yeah.
Fire extinguisher, if they catch fire, and the hose is just to keep wetting it down.
Well,
which some people, I think, are really just come to see somebody spray hula girls with a hose.
Well, there's a lot of people coming. They like that bologna, too. They like to watch it flip and flop, and they like to eat it afterwards. I guess that people like that gourmet bologna. Because it's been busy. When I come here and do this, it was a little out the door. I never seen so many people. And
crossing the road, we're like, why are you crossing? Just stand. But people keep, for some reason, there's something about when the line gets out the door, they go straight across the highway.
Well, you go around to the side of something because you stop in traffic. It don't make a damn bit of sense.
Traffic keeps getting, cops keep showing up.
Well, police got to get down the street to get to, Longhorn dance party.
Tom Cruise Kenny standing out there telling people, like, line up over here, go round.
And, of course, people don't listen to him. They just get the phones out and start taking pictures. They don't pay no listen to what the man's saying. He ain't there to give instructions. You're supposed to wait till you get inside. Then you see Tom Cruise Kenny get a picture with him. But he's having to come out and, tell people get out of the damn road. You think people have more sense than that.
It's a mess. I don't know why. He tried to put up some of them velvet ropes, too. But what happened was People just kept tripping on them.
I didn't see velvet ropes. I must have took that down. Before I got here. But that people like that cocktail bologna. So it's down here, Pinky Peglet's cocktail bologna.
Don't stand in the road. Mind the velvet ropes.
Come get your picture. Get you some bologna. Cocktail. They got all thick cut, thin. You name it, they'll flip it. Whatever kind
Are
it is.
they Pac-Man cutting it, or are they letting it bubble up?
I wouldn't know. I ain't been.
Well, I'll tell you can get either or.
Well, I cut mine. I don't want to bubble up. I ain't been upstairs, so I don't know how them girls doing it, but I guess however they're doing it, people sure do like it. So
They'll do a thick cut of that gourmet bologna. It's so thick you can't believe it's all that slab of bologna is about to go in your mouth.
yeah.
You'll be like, what? Somebody messed up. You take it back up there and you go, excuse me, ma'am. A, your grass skirt is smoldering. B, I think you give me too much bologna. And she'll say, no, sir, that's the way Pinky tells us to cut it. And then Pinky will come over and he'll say, there ain't no such thing as too much bologna at cocktail bologna.
Yeah. Well, I like bologna.
And then he'll say, you know when things started really popping off here at Cocktail Bologna? The minute I sent Jackie Broles to the hospital.
Well, he didn't send me to the hospital. Nobody said go to the hospital. I just figured
You just
out.
knew.
Well, I was hurt bad. They called 911. I mean, I didn't know that I was on fire inside. My whole throat, it tore it up. I was burnt. There's the gray burns down in there. I'll never be the same. You know, I used to smoke cigarettes. I doubt I'd be able to ever smoke again. I'll say that right now. I can't even think about that going down my gullet. But it ain't like I ain't ever going to eat bologna again, and I look forward to getting off sick leave or whatever it is you call it. I think I got another week. And
What makes you think it's just a week?
well, he said maybe, come by next week, come in here and see how this is going. So I said, all right. So I don't know if that means.
You'll have to wait in line to get in the door.
Well, if that, if it's as busy as it is now, I would assume. I don't know why people would quit coming in a week's time, but.
Now, why did he rig it up so that he gets all the money? I just am confused about this lawyer plan.
Well, you got to prove that it's your establishment. You can't just say I'm sitting on this establishment for a period of time until my buddy can come in. He has to. If the lawyers and everybody gonna look at the books, then the money gotta be going. I mean, I get a salary, or when he was letting me work here, I got a salary.
Right.
Wasn't like I wouldn't get paid, but I just got to get
But
paid
not
that amount.
much.
Well, I can't get paid more than that because then things look fishy. Like, well, you paying him? What else are you paying him for? Is he the real owner of this place? No, sir, I am not the owner. I just work at the cash register and cook
Do
in the
people
kitchen.
look at the books and say that the employees are the owners? Is that a trick?
I don't know. It's just something you've got to make sure that all the money's going in the right place. That's what I know.
It seems to me it might look fishier for him to be paying you like $2.13 an hour instead of an actual minimum wage.
Well, whatever it is, he's got to make a certain amount of money to invest in a store to hire these young ladies who I guess flip the bologna so good, and I know for a fact, and Tom Cruise Kenny ain't cheap. Lord knows he does all right around these parts. He does all right.
Yeah, he could really. I don't know that people connect him to Tom Cruise so much anymore. It's just that it's Tom Cruise Kenny coming out.
Well, people like I don't know what the real Tom Cruise is like, but Tom Cruise Kenny, nice as can be, nice fella. I've always liked him.
Changed my mama's tire.
He done a lot of good things around them parts. I always said he should have run for office, but he said he wasn't interested in that. It wasn't what he did, which is fine.
What does he do?
Well, he go around looking like Tom Cruise before got his teeth fixed. Yeah. But, also, sometimes I hadn't seen him in a while, and I don't need a picture with him because Lord knows I got how many pictures. Everybody in Murfreesboro probably got at least 4 or 5 pictures of them and Tom Cruise Kenny. But I'd go get in line just to talk to him for a little bit because I ain't seen him in a while. He's always busy, and you have big time just talk to him. If you need to take a picture, talk to somebody, so be it. Take my picture. Tom, he's a good man, a good fella. Sure does look just like Tom Cruise with a young Tom Cruise mouth.
I heard his name ain't even Kenny.
What?
I heard his name ain't Kenny.
What the hell did they put Kenny out for?
Well, you just thought it went good with Tom Cruise.
I guess it does. I ain't ever known him as anything else, Tom Cruise Kenny. I don't
Well,
know.
he's from McMinnville, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess we could go down there and do some goddamn Sherlock
All
Holmes.
right. Watch your mouth. Ain't no
Hey, does
reason
anybody
to do
down
that.
here know? Hey, you filthy I hate McMinnville.
All right. I don't need to hear
You
about it.
filthy inbreds.
I ain't crazy about McMinnville either, but I ain't going to sit on here and run it
Hey,
down.
have any of you dumb hillbillies ever heard of a celebrity named Tom Cruise Kenny?
Yeah.
Well, what was his old name? Oh, really? That's interesting. Well, thanks for the information, you pig fuckers.
Hey, watch your mouth. I ain't going to listen. I don't care who it is. You don't call anybody that.
Well, I guess we solved that case, Jackie. Back to the old drawing board.
Cocktail Bologna down here at Pinky Piglet's. People coming from all over. I'm sure people in McMinnville know who Tom Cruise Kenny is because I think
If you're listening and you know, let us know.
Well, Cocktail Bologna, come down. I'm looking forward to going to see what it is, too. If you go next week, hopefully I'll be in there with you. And we'll both enjoy it, except for Beach Boy music. That part, I'll bring some earplugs or something because I don't like it.
Why you loving, man? Get it on repeat.
Only man that sing high real good is Slim Whitman. And that's the only man I can tolerate singing high like it. I don't like any other men that do it, as far as I can remember.
What about yodeling, like Jimmy Rogers?
Well, he doesn't always sing that way.
That's true.
He does it. This yodeling's just part of the song. Slim Whitman is high a lot. You know, he yodels too, but he can sing. But for whatever reason, I like the way it sounds coming out of him. But other, like, who's that in the old disco, Bee Gees? That wore me out. Everybody's playing that for a while.
Do you like a low singer?
I like some different low singers I like, yeah. But and it ain't got nothing to do with like, oh, he sound like a girl. And I ain't saying that at all. I just don't like the way.
How girls sing.
No, I like plenty of women singers. I don't like men that, when they sing real high, I don't like it unless it's Slim Whitman. That's all I'm saying. If it's Neil Sedaka, BG, whoever it is, I don't like it. It's just, it does something wrong to my ear. It's not something I care for. Beach Boys, they sing real high on it. I don't.
What about like Billy Joel or somebody who's just singing regular, like do-do-do-do-do, then they go into falsetto?
Well,
like,
he'll just do a little bit of it. The whole thing ain't like a Bee Gees or whatever, where they just come right out. The whole thing's like that. Yeah. I don't like it. To me, it sounds like you put on to me or something. I don't know what it is.
Put on.
Well, it bothers my ears. I don't like it. And then when they talk in real life, they don't talk like, don't sound like that.
How about damn Lion Sleeps Tonight in the Jungle, the Mighty Jungle? The Mighty Jungle? The Lonely Jungle?
Yeah, I don't care for them. Just not my thing. That's all it is.
So that's the Beach Boys. Come on down, hear them every night at Pinky Styron's Bar and Grill. It's the Beach Boys. Hawaii Lovin'.
Ain't you saying it like he's here or something? Ain't nobody
President
here.
Mike
Beach
Love.
Boys ain't here.
President Mike Love, Brian Wilson. Mike Love, it's like here's what it's kind of like. It's like Freaky Friday, where Mike Love got put into Brian Wilson's body, but left a little bit of Brian Wilson's brain.
That's the president.
That's president. That's who our president is. And but no music when they sit down to play the piano or sing. It's like, what?
No musical ability whatsoever.
No.
Yeah. So that's the mean Beach Boy and the crazy Beach Boy.
Together.
And the fat one, too, right?
And the fat one.
Put them all together. You should got
The President of the United States of America.
Never thought I'd say that. That's
Nope.
one thing I never thought I'd ever have to say or think about. Good God Almighty.
Folks, people, you know what the world needs today is a little bit of old-fashioned, down-home, old-timey, front porch store.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever tried to go into a Kroger and been like, what in the fuck is this?
Watch your mouth. Don't
Why
say
in
that.
the
It's not
hell
that cute
did
to
I
say it.
come into this monstrosity? You ever try to get groceries at Walmart?
I get them there, yeah.
Well, you must be somebody who hates himself.
What?
Because I would rather drive my truck into a crocodile-filled above-ground pool than to set foot in the grocery section of a Walmart. Or to set foot in a Kroger, or a Food Line or a what have you.
What are you talking about?
I don't like to go to a Mapco. I don't like to go to any store except one store. There's one store that has my heart, because when I set foot in it, I think, I'm calm. My heart rate has lowered. I feel at peace. I feel love.
What?
I feel things coursing through my body I ain't felt since I had my sexual awakening.
All right,
folks,
I ain't gonna hear this.
I am talking about mental agility. I am talking about supple skin. I'm talking about walking into a place and knowing that you are at home. I'm talking about walking into a place and saying, this is how things used to be and how they should be again.
All right, what is it?
Folks, if you need to get something to eat, if you need to pick up a Coca-Cola, if you need to pick up some morning coffee, if you need to get some old Zero bars, come on down to Jackie's Market. You're going to want to get in there as soon as possible, because I know people are stressed out. Let's say you don't hate Trump. Maybe you like him. You're probably stressed out because people like me and Jackie are always on here saying Trump sucks. Maybe you need a peaceful place where everybody can come together and buy Coca-Colas, coffee, barbecue.
What is it?
Huh?
What
it's
is
a store.
It? What
here
store?
Here in Murfreesboro. It's just down the street.
What's it called? What are you talking about? What is
One
it?
of the slogans that they wanted to use was just down the street from wherever you are. Just down the street from wherever you are.
What is it?
But technically, that's kind of true of everything.
What kind of store is it? What are you talking about?
If you think about it, I'm a little high.
All right, what?
Jackie's Market. Get on down there. You know.
There ain't no Jackie's. What do you
Huh?
There ain't no Jackie's. That was my old store, Jackie's Market.
Fuck.
Legal reasons it can't be. There ain't
That's
no.
right. You did used to have. I forgot about that.
What do you mean
Folks,
you forgot
for years
about it?
and years, my best friend Jackie Brawls here had a little store, a little country.
Back from the late
That's
60s.
Right.
Yeah,
That
back
is
then.
right. You had a store called
Well, I've
Jackie's
had it all my
Market.
damn life till about 2 years ago, year and a half ago, something like that. I don't
I don't even
remember.
know if it was that long.
I don't
honestly.
remember. It seemed like I can't remember.
It might have been 2 years. Let's just go with 2 years.
Well,
2
however
years
long
ago.
it was, I had it from the late 60s, late 60s, on to, year or two ago.
That's fascinating. You should talk to the owner of the new Jackie's Market.
What do you mean, new Jackie's Market? What the hell are you talking about, new?
Well, Jackie Passholder. You know Jackie Passholder.
Jackie Passholder, she opened up a store?
Yeah, she said she'd always had in her heart the call. To
She's
open
a
up
real estate agent. What do you mean? She's so
That's
real.
how she found a deal on the spot.
What?
She found it. It's just over by the bypass
That's where.
on the blind curve.
Wait a minute. And she's got a store called Jackie's Market.
Wait, you weren't using the name.
Well, I can't use it for legal reasons, and I don't understand why she can use it if I can't use it. That don't
Well,
make a damn bit of sense to
You
me.
ain't the only person named Jackie.
Well, I know that, but I signed something where I can't. That's the reason this place called Panky Piglets, because I said, well, you could still own it, and it could be called Jackie's Store. That way we could get all the old customers to come back so they know that it's Jackie's Market. I say, you're welcome to use that, even though you have to own it. Even though I get it eventually, I said, go ahead and call it Jackie's Market. And he said, nope, can't do that. There's a lot of Section 6B8 or whatever, went down a list of numbers and all that. So I don't understand. If Panky can't call this store here, they're supposed to be mine eventually, and I'll be able to call it that, or whatever hell else I won't call it when it's mine. And my name's Jackie too. I know her name's Jackie.
Yeah, her name's Jackie Passholder.
I know her damn name. I'm saying I didn't know
She used
she
to be
put
a
it
real
on.
estate agent.
So
She
I
opened up-
know that. I know her. I know who she is. I'm saying
They say her barbecue's pretty good.
she makes barbecue in it.
Yeah, that was her dream. She said she felt the calling in her heart to open up a store and sell barbecue in there.
That,
She got a couple tables set up in there, and people come in. She doesn't sell gas, so if you're looking for gas, you're going to have to go probably here to Pinky Piglet Styron's.
Yeah.
Or the Jickies. Is Jicky still around?
Jicky's still up running. Yeah, got gas as far as I remember.
Her lawyer, Purple Hedgeman, he said that the thing is when Pinky put up, I was sitting there having a sandwich and stealing a couple beers out of the cooler, and I heard that when Pinky put the sign up that said Pinky's, and legally what happened was because he had that sign up, there was something, he showed me the paperwork, there was a couple paragraphs in there where because he had that sign up, that meant that the name wasn't being used legally, and they had to wait 72 hours, and when they didn't take the sign down, there was no Jackie's Market anymore, so legally, according to her lawyer, Purple Hedgeman, she could use the name Jackie's Market until such time as 72 hours from then, if no claim had been filed. And apparently you didn't file a claim.
Well, I didn't know to file a claim. Nobody told me anything about this. How the hell am I supposed to know about it if nobody tells me?
Your lawyer?
Well, he sure as hell didn't tell me anything about this. And he's not my lawyer. He's a lawyer.
/ store owner.
Yeah, my boss, I guess you'd say he's my employer.
But you don't technically work for him any longer.
Well, I'm on sick time right now.
Sounds to me like your lawyer became your boss because you let him take your store away.
He never was my lawyer.
And then your boss fired your ass when you got hurt via Bologna. Well, I rest my case.
What case? I don't understand.
I've been talking to Purple Hedgeman. He may let me do some filing in his office and learn the ropes of lawyering.
Well, I'm going to have to, as soon as I can get back to work next week, me and Pinky's going to have a word or two. I'm going to tell you right now, because this don't make a damn bit of sense to me. I don't know the first time I heard anything about it.
Well, in the meantime, I can tell you're getting a little upset, and I think the cure for that is to head over to Jackie's Market, where they got some peaceful, old-time country store vibes going on. They got some tables. You can sit down there, have a barbecue sandwich, get an old dust-covered Zero bar, a can of Beanie Weenies to go with it. Been there since 1973. There's a lot of ambiance in there. She combed through thrift stores and eBay looking for old cans of Beanie Weenies and old dust-covered Zero bars to bring in to give it that old-timey country Jackie Market feel.
But that was what my old store used to be like. That's what I
keep forgetting that you had a store.
I had a store for I don't know how many years. Good Lord Almighty.
Well, you ought to go check out Jackie's Market and see what that.
I don't want to check out Jackie's Market. There ain't but one Jackie's Market. That was mine. There was going to be one again, but
actually there is no Jackie's Market except for the other Jackie's Market that opened up.
What?
There is a Jackie's Market, but it's not your Jackie's.
But I know that. That's what
I don't know. Just, you know what? We're really getting into the weeds with this legal stuff.
I don't understand any of it. None of it makes any damn sense to me. I'm going to have to find another lawyer to explain a few things to me. I don't know if Pinky's explain it right.
Yeah, maybe we should get a
Well, you ask Purple Hedgeman if he can open up her store called Jackie's Market, then maybe Purple Hedgeman get that name back to me if he had something to do with it. Pinky, I don't understand. And nobody told me the first thing about making no claim for nothing.
Well, I mean, are you still paying him to be your lawyer?
Well, that's to make sure that the legal.
So
he's not officially my lawyer. Look. That comes out of my paycheck because he said, let me help you out with this. He's not officially.
He's not giving you a paycheck anymore. You just writing him a check?
Well, I got to make a difference up. It ain't, that much, and I'm on sick leave. I'll be back next week. I could hopefully, if they just go keep me off a few weeks and we'll make do, and then everything go back the way it was. But I'm going to have a word or two with him. I'm going to tell you right now.
I feel like I'm talking to a Trump supporter.
What?
Did you become a Trump supporter?
Hell no.
Are you sure?
Yes. there's Jackie Bros still on here.
Hey, folks, it's Dunlap. Now's the part of the podcast after the sponsors where Jackie and I talk about what's going on in the world.
Nobody likes this part. We don't like to talk about it. Don't nobody like listening to it. I don't know why we still do it. But
You
all
think
right.
we should cut out the politics part?
Well, I'm sick of it all. I don't know what else to do. It drives me crazy. People say, I'm tired of hearing y'all bash Trump. I say, hell, I'm tired of damn Trump.
How do you think we feel?
Good God Almighty, I'd rather be doing something else. There ain't been a good president. I ain't said a kind word about a president since George W. Bless his heart. If there was any way you could let somebody run again, I'd love for him to come back. And all these Republicans, or so-called Republicans, saying Trump is Ronald Reagan right now, wherever they buried him. I was there. I remember it's in California. I was there where they buried him. He is rolling in his grave all night and all day. Nancy probably too, right beside him, both of them. This just makes me sick to my stomach. All this. Oh, who cares about Russia? Don't nobody give a damn, supposedly, about this Russian thing. That's what everyone's saying. Said, oh, it ain't nothing to it. He went and asked him. Russia helped him. Excuse my language. Help this dumbass get to be president. And I ain't saying it as all Russia. Well, Russia, they did something.
Not all Russia.
Not all Russia, no. And, there's other factors involved, too. A bunch of dumb idiots voted for him. I don't understand that. I know Hillary Clinton's awful. I know, but good God, come on. Pitiful.
You think George W. Bush gets up and watches the news every morning like Iron Eyes Cody, just one tear streaming down his face?
No, he's doing better than that. He's smarter than that. He's painting his foot in the shower or something. He's painting something. He's actually relaxing. He
ain't watching the news. Whoever would have thought that George W. Bush would be the smartest one out of all of us?
Yep.
Ain't watching one damn bit of news.
Hell no. I'm sure like Cheney's calling him up saying, did you see? Nope. Tell him I'm busy. I'm outside painting a rabbit or a cat or something.
When he paints all that stuff in the bathtub, now we see like his foot and stuff, but George W. Bush.
All right.
He painted his asshole.
All right. Shut your mouth.
Don't
talk that way.
Here's what he does. He calls people in, and he's proud of his art. He takes it seriously. But he's got one painting at the end on the row of shower paintings. He's showing, like, whoever, Condoleezza Rice or whoever comes see him these days, probably fewer and fewer. And gets down to the end of the row. He's got one with a damn towel draped over it.
Watch your mouth.
He says, I want to show you a special one. He said, now, this is my foot. And this is the drain. And this is some head and shoulders. Now let me take this towel off this last one. And guess what it is?
It's not, quit being cute. It's not funny.
Past punchlines.
Well, whatever it is, he didn't do that. We saw somebody snuck his paintings out there. First off, he wasn't nobody's business. Somebody put it, isn't that right? Somebody grabbed it, snatched it. Put it on a computer somehow.
That's what they do now. They hack and they leak.
Grab it, snatch it, whatever it is they do. I don't know how to do it. But I thought that was supposed to be something bad. I said, well, good for him. He likes to clear brush. Lord knows he's still doing that. Probably gets out there. Probably doesn't do it as much as he used to. Probably can't stay out in the sun like he used to.
It's hot.
Be able to. It is hot down there in Texas. And he's probably works up a sweat. It used to be just sweat all day, but now probably works up a sweat, goes on back inside and take a shower, paint his foot or something. Not in what you were saying. He paint his foot.
It's a joke.
No, he did not. He ain't going to spend that long a time painting something like that. Not George W. Bush. No.
Just to pull a prank on Carl Rove. Carl Rove comes over there and he says, hey, Carl, let me show you what I've been working on. Carl Rove's like, if it's your balls again, I don't want to see them, George.
All right. Shut your mouth. He ain't talking to Carl Rove. He ain't talking to none of them. I'm sure they trying to get on the phone to him all the time. He said, I don't want to know. I don't want to hear it. I'm here in Crawford. I'm doing what I want to do. And he's earned it. He worked hard as president, 2 terms as president. And worked hard as a man can doing that sort of work. And bless his heart, he's earned his retirement. He needs a rest. Good for him. Good for him. His awful brother, that was embarrassing right there. It drug him out. Crawford. And he had to do it because it was his brother, and his daddy's still living, barely. And he had to, because he had to do it. It was a family thing, and that shows you what kind of man he was. And Lord knows he don't like Jeb. Lord knows he didn't want to be out there. No, Lord knows how embarrassing it was for him to stand out there beside that man and people be around and see it. Lord knows it was hard on him, but he's a family man. He's a good man. As soon as that was done, which he knew damn well it was a waste of time, and he still did it. That's a good man right there. Could have been home painting something in the bathroom. Bless his heart.
So, Donald Trump Jr., which sounds made up.
It sounds like a cartoon or something. Something Richie Rich little brother or something. It don't sound right.
Did Richie Rich have a little brother?
Hell, I don't know. With the other kids running around him.
You're thinking of Pee Wee.
Who?
Not Pee Wee Herman, but Richie Rich's poor friend Pee Wee.
He always had a bunch of friends jumping in the bank with him or something, rolling around in the money, whatever they did.
I think it was Freckles and Pee Wee, and they were poor. But Richie Rich didn't care.
Yeah. Well, he showed off to him, man. That's why I like it. They were impressed with him.
No, he was being friends.
Well, either way, he was always showy with his money. Let's just say that. Whatever happened, he could, well, I'll throw some money at that. That'll go away. That's how people learn. They look at that little Richie Rich. I mean, nothing against him personally. I know he's cartoon and whatnot, but.
Are you saying that Richie Rich paved the way for Donald Trump?
Well, Donald Trump don't know. Why do you think he's going crazy in the White House screaming at TV, all this? Because the lawyers knew about this. How long ago, they're saying? They knew that this was coming. Months. They knew. Eventually, there's emails up, and up to that point, well, what do we do if we know it's coming out? Well, my suggestion is to keep lying about it.
In public.
Just get on Twitter and lie about it as much as possible between now, because it is definitely coming out. New York Times is going to put this out in about we don't know when. It's coming down the pike. Just be ready for it. Well, what should we do?
Just as much as you can. It could be tomorrow. It could be 6 months from now. But you need to
lie. You got so much time to lie. You keep lying. Well, what are we going to do? We'll worry about that when it happens.
These Trump lawyers, Jackie, sound about like the quality of lawyer you have.
Oh, hell, don't even. Nothing similar to that.
Trump, I don't know. Maybe the people who helped Trump out. Look, the man is president, and he's still in office, and nothing anybody does or says about him has any effect on anybody who likes him. So, Obviously something's going right. But from the outside of the Trump bubble, it looks like he is surrounded by the dumbest bunch of dumbasses. And if this was like in who they assembled, like the incompetence and dumbasses they assembled in like the worst movie, like a terrible superhero spoof, like not another superhero movie or something, like The Henchman, like people wouldn't believe it would take you out of not another superhero movie. People wouldn't believe that there was Rob Goldstone. Is that his name? He's not a lawyer. What is he? A music publicist who facilitates meetings with Russian law? None of this. Every lawyer, Trump's lawyers, like sending like drunk emails to the. Why did he get that lawyer? Shouldn't the president have another lawyer?
Well, everybody in the White House now has a lawyer walking with them. There ain't nobody working in the White House without a lawyer right now. I guarantee you. Not that they didn't have one already, but they around them all the time now.
Now it's at the point. It's like at Harry Potter school, you get an owl or a lizard. They get a lawyer.
Yeah, you better have one. If you working in the White House and ain't got a lawyer right now, good Lord.
But the quality of lawyers they're getting, these people are running the United States of America.
Now, this happened, yesterday or today. Somebody watched old Rachel Maddow, one of them MSNBC, and heard about Trump's lawyer. And somebody wrote to me and said the man just basically said, you ought to resign. You shouldn't do this. You don't want to go down in history as a traitor, blah, blah, blah. And this lawyer, the head lawyer, Trump, defending him with the Rush stuff, some stranger, some man, who knows who it was, just some guy who watched TV, it said it was the worst language. I'm coming to get you. You better watch you, Did email after email on the computer. Well, that's the one reason I never have a computer. I don't have any lawyer, anybody like it. Wouldn't talk to nobody, first off. And second off, wouldn't want nobody sending that stuff to me on the computer all day and night.
That's what the computer is at this point. It's just a way for people to cuss at you.
That's all I see on it. Every now and then it's a good goat video or something like that, but that's far few between nowadays.
Even some of those people are on there going, these cucks, these goat cucks.
Well, say he's a drunk is what I read somewhere.
Well, that's allegedly. You should.
Well, they say he's drunk.
That's
so
shaming.
The man who's defending Donald Trump from all this Russia stuff, drunk as hell.
Well, you can't say that.
Well, he's on the computer. They said he's drunk. That's what they said. I didn't say it. I don't know the man. It act like it if you read some of those emails. It sure did look like somebody mouthing off.
These emails were so violent and profane. It was like Frank Darabont wrote them.
Who?
Folks, people, Jackie, listen.
Right.
I don't know how many times we can get on here and bash our heads against the wall and say everything that Trump has done, and every week it's the same damn thing, and nobody moves. It doesn't move the needle.
Nobody. Well, that's how they're already making it out to. You can see on Fox News, everybody likes Trump now. This is what it's come to. We had nothing to do with Russians. Absolutely nothing to do with it. That never. And something else comes out. Well, this one. Now that it comes out that they did, it's like, well, what's wrong with that? So what if we did? It's the same thing when they fired Comey. I didn't fire Comey over this, but if I did, who cares? I did.
Well, I call that rolling with the punches.
That's what they're doing.
Being loose and limber and just being able to react. And let's do it a little. Jackie, let's do this. Because I'm tired of being the bad guy. I'm tired of the Trumpies getting to create the narrative where a Trump hater is a humorless person standing in the way of making America great again. They probably wouldn't have said person.
Right.
I want to be. Here's what it's like. This infuriates me. It's like Bizarro Superman, right? It's like Bizarro lives in a world where everything is the opposite, but he likes it that way. And Superman isn't cool Superman who burns stuff with his eye holes. This is old, boring Superman with damn William Hurt head and that hair. Kurt Swan Superman, hair plastered down on it. Just a boring. He doesn't save the world. He just scolds everybody. So Bizarro's going around. He's all happy. He lives in his own Bizarro bubble. And he's like, Trump am good president. And Superman's like, no, Bizarro. Trump is a bad president. Bizarro like, Trump am bad president? Trump is the worst president. Trump worst president. Yay! I don't know if that logic tracked all the way through that.
And so I don't know all the funny butt characters. I don't know Superman.
I just don't like being boring Superman. I also don't want to be mopey Superman on a boat. I kind of like mullet Superman.
Mullet Superman.
He come back from the dead.
Yeah.
What's ballsy about mullet Superman is mullets were way out. Like, it was already bad to have a mullet when mullet Superman came along.
I don't know that one. I just know old Superman, old TV show, and one Christopher Reeves. I remember that one. He got killed from a horse.
Oh, he's pretty good. He
was a good one. I liked him.
All right, so here's what. So I don't want to be Kurt Swan Superman anymore. You just vent about Trump and Russia and his dumbass kids.
Right.
And I'll respond as if I were a Trumpy.
Well,
a Trumpite.
Well, you just want me to talk how I normally talk about damn Donald Trump?
Yeah, you just say, this is what's happened, and I'll try to come at it it'll be an experiment, a thought experiment. So we're not on here just like bubbling it. We're experimenting in other people's. We're stepping out.
Bubbling.
We're not in an anti-Trump bubble anymore. We're popping our bubbles.
Well, whatever it is,
get over here and pop his bubble with me.
Pop no bubbles.
Don't pop his bubble.
If you want me to talk about Trump, I talk about him any way I want. He's a loudmouth, know-it-all. He's an ultimate Yankee, first off.
Well, I think he's confident.
Well,
I think he wants to make America great again, and I don't know why you don't support the president.
because he's a damn idiot. Because he colluded with what do you call it? An enemy.
Well, that's not a crime.
Well, it is too.
Why
I'm
do
telling you,
you
Ronald
liberals-
Reagan sure as hell thinks it's a crime. I tell you that. Ronald Reagan sure does.
Well, do you liberals want to go to war with Russia? Because what I remember is that Ronald Reagan defeated the USSR and gave us, pulled out of the world's throbbing womb,
Wow.
baby Russia, our friend. Why do you want to go back to the 70s? Jimmy Carter at war with USSR.
He took a wall down. Reagan did. Yes, I agree with that. And don't call no liberal. Lord knows I ain't no damn liberal.
And now we're going to put a wall up. But this one is in the direction towards Mexico. So Reagan takes a wall down. Trump puts a wall up. And balance is restored to the universe. What have you got against balance?
Oh, balance? What? There ain't no balance to it. He's a damn idiot.
Well, that's idiot shaming.
Idiot shaming? What? No, people are always going to call president idiots. It was fine to call any president idiot my entire life, no matter what, whether I thought it was true or not. Everybody called the president an idiot. This man here is a true damn idiot.
Well, listen, Snowflake. When you called Obama an idiot,
yeah, I did.
I think that was racist.
Oh, hell, don't start. That ain't got, why does that got anything to do with it?
I suppose you'd rather have Hillary Clinton calling Obama an idiot?
I don't want, she'd be an idiot too, be less an idiot than the one we got.
How much uranium did she sell?
Uraniums.
How about the Benghazi heroes?
Oh, hell, she deserves that, all that she gets on that, yeah.
Seth Rich.
Who?
Seth Rich.
Oh, yeah.
You don't know who that is, do you?
That's a boy dead, right?
Oh, yeah. You been watching a little bit of...
Hannity. I saw some Hannity the other night. He was screaming about it.
Yeah, I can't. It's real hard. I can't really keep that up.
I'm trying to be like old Gorka on TV.
I
That's
think what
all
I
he
do
does.
is I just go back through. I just cycle through the exact same things I just said. Gorka, how's Gorka keep getting on TV?
They say Trump loves him the best. Except that's the one who said that in the newspaper come out is probably actually he said Gorka's saying it himself, right?
Yeah, Gorka is basically just like the worst Don Rickles ever.
He's not funny. Don Rickles was funny.
No.
There's nothing funny about the Gorka.
No, it's hard to watch.
Yeah, I don't. Well, now what they're trying to do, he's at least on TV. The Huckabee girl don't even go on front of camera anymore, right? She don't even. You're not allowed to take a camera.
No, you can't. The people who have to actually answer questions are not allowed on camera. But the people who have no real responsibility other than to get on there and not answer questions, even though they don't really hold positions in the White House, like Gorka or Kellyanne Conway, they're allowed to be on TV.
Yeah.
People you really don't want to see on TV are
No.
allowed on TV.
I don't care about anything about it.
I miss Sean fucking Spicer.
Hey, watch his mouth. He seemed pitiful at least. You cared about him. You know, you hear a story about him hiding or not getting to see the Pope. You know, you feel bad for him. He's like a character on something. You know, like a little sad Ziggy that ain't a hippie, just a dumb Ziggy or something like that getting rained on. Or
Like
something
Ziggy when he's trying to return something at the returns department.
Yeah, not when being a hippie talking to a bird or nothing like that. Just when he's trying to, like here, nope, back in line or where the hell you come from. That's where Spicer make you laugh a little bit. There's something there, it seemed like, but he's gone.
There was something there. Yeah, we don't know what happened to him.
He's kind of funny to watch, I didn't feel sorry for him or nothing.
He's going to flip. I'm telling you. When they didn't let him meet the Pope, that was it. He's going to have a book out. He's going to flip. I don't know. He's probably got the best lawyer.
Every one of these people is going to have a book out because that's the only thing they're going to be able to do to make a living. There'll be 800 damn Trump books coming out. You won't be able to buy them all.
If books are still legal.
Well, that's true, yeah.
just have to say goodbye, friend. Saying bye-bye always brings us down. But our bags are packed and we have to leave town. A postcard to you we will send if a stamp to us you'll lend, so we can write and say goodbye, 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 goodbye.
That was a pretty good podcast, I think.
I can't tell. Did it go past comedy? What is it?
Yeah,
Did it go
way past, man.
it's
way past.
Left humor in the dust, so to speak, right?
Yep.
Just way back here.
Yep.
Just
Right around the time. Listen, let me tell you something.
what?
It's not a nothing burger. It's a nothing matters burger.
What is it?
No, see? I come back around. I went all the way around, come back to satire. People say this Russia stuff is a nothing burger. I say it's a nothing matters burger.
Well, nobody gives a damn if that's what you're saying. Yeah.
Pretty
Don't-
kinda.
Whatever kind of food you want to eat, don't matter, a hot dog, hamburger, whatever it is, nobody give a damn.
Somebody started saying nothing burger, and that became that's why I was saying that.
What is it? What kind of burger is it?
Maybe I should go back around.
If Hardee's.
Oh, fuck yeah, let's go get some Hardee's.
All right. What's the man? Don't have to cuss about it. Let's go out.
I get excited.
Well,
You said Hardee's, and I'm supposed to just sit here like, oh,
well,
yes.
no, you don't have to start cussing and
Shit, I
hey,
want some Hardee's.
watch your mouth.
I'm
Let's go.
excited.
I know you're gonna make it where I don't want to go to Hardee's. I want to go to Hardee's, get a nothing but whatever it is, hamburger.
No, they don't have nothing burgers at Hardee's, but somebody should start a nothing burger chain or food truck or something.
It don't sound good. Nothing don't sound good. People want stuff. It don't even have. I don't know how you say it. It's a regular hamburger. Don't need a special name. Just go to Hardee's. If you want to go to Hardee's, don't want to hear the language.
Well,
that's
if
all.
you ask, you got to get one like a Frisco burger or whatever they got. Hardee's.
I
now.
know
They all
it.
got the name.
I do like bacon cheeseburger. It's the easiest
Oh,
thing
that's
to
good.
say. Nobody, and you could literally say that at any of them, and they'll give you something, and they won't give you too
Yeah,
much
but
trouble.
you don't always know what you're gonna get.
Well, it's a little. They're all different. That's
The
why you go
problem-
to different places. That's
There
why
was-
you do that. I want a hamburger. I want
Here's the problem
McDonald's.
with
I
that.
want Hardee's. I want
If you go to somewhere that ain't got something literally called a bacon cheeseburger, and you say, I'd like a bacon cheeseburger, please, generally they're gonna give you that. I've been blind drunk at drive-thru so many times, I just say whatever comes into my mind without being able to focus on the letters.
Yeah.
So you are right,
Yeah.
but 10% of the time, you're gonna get that one motherfucker who works
Hey,
there.
why you got it just enough at the
feeling
mouth?
feeling big in their britches that day, and they're gonna challenge you. They're gonna say, "I'm sorry, sir. What was that?" You say, "A bacon cheeseburger." God damn it! Say, "I'm sorry, sir. We don't have a bacon cheeseburger." Would you just give me? Would you like the quarter-pound char deluxe? I don't know. Does it have bacon on it? No, sir. It does not. Can I add bacon to it? No, sir, you cannot. Bacon does not come with the and it just goes, you know what? And they know, because some of them got cameras and they can see you. I don't know how many, I don't know which ones.
Yeah.
And so
Just say a number is all you got to do. Just say a number, usually between 1 and 7 or something like that. It don't go much
Yeah,
higher than that. You just say, I want a number 4, number 5, and then they'll ask you small, medium, or large. And if you want a bunch of it, you say
I always
big.
say medium.
Well,
But it gets pretty big.
big is
Sometimes,
big, yeah.
If you say that, though, you're at Jack in the Box and you get the damn, like, chicken bowl with the egg rolls or whatever.
Well, I don't go Jack in the Box. Hell, if I want a hamburger, I know better than that. If you go to McDonald's or Hardee's, the worst you're going to end up with a chicken sandwich. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Chicken sandwich tastes good.
Chicken sandwich just tasted good.
The worst time I ever got somewhere, I went somewhere and that number and they gave me something with a hamburger with a pineapple on it. Now, I don't like that. I can't remember what number it was, but I hope I don't ever call it again.
Yeah. God willing, man. God willing.
Yeah.
It's rough out there at them drive-thrus.
Yeah, let's go with Hardy. If we got time, we ain't neither of us got drunk enough we can actually read the damn menu.
Well, I still got to drive over there, don't we?
Well, yeah.
You got to sneak out of here. Put your Dr. Moreau back on.
All right, I put that stuff on this land.
I'm going to boost you up through this window.
All right, just
Oh,
here.
wait. Hold on.
What?
Did you hear that siren?